your mind to the open lane. Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. God in your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle, ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gears, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.
What's up, baby? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, and we are here on another episode of the Redirect Regroup Refocus Podcast. Y'all ain't know your boy was gonna come on again today, but I had to reserve this spot in this time for some special people. Okay, for some special people to come on and talk about some things that they have going on. Y'all know we don't do these special shows too often, but we was off on Monday a little bit for the holiday, so we just gonna round it back out and we gonna get some alignment back in. But this is perfect. This works out great. So all right, y'all, here we go. Y'all know how I go. I gotta remind y'all where we at. So boom, baby, we here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reader, the VNO, what you know, myself, Life Coach Jeff of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him. He does a number of things. The brother is talented. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. We make up the Vibe Studios, and we also have a second location on Broadway in Maryville at Healthy in Space in Maryville, Indiana. So y'all check that out, please. That is another good spot that we have. And we just expanding the territory a little bit. Right. So y'all stay tapped into us, please, because we're doing good things out here. All right. And also, I got to shout out my people. Shateria Beauty people. Okay. This is T.L. Williams and his wife, Ruby Gold Smoke. Okay. They have a vegan hair care line called Shateria Beauty. This thing is great. We have one of our own, Smooch Wallace, who uses the hair care product. So shout out to Big Smooch for using Shateria Beauty. Telling y'all, man, the stories that they have to tell about this. This is a great blessing to people. They are out here giving cancer patients back hair with Shateria Beauty. Wow. True story. They didn't come on here and said it. They said it on 106.3. They've been on everywhere. They've been talking about Shateria Beauty. So y'all tap in. Go to www.shateriabeauty.com. That's www.shateria beauty.com. Look at those names, y'all. Y'all see that hair? Yeah, y'all got a good one of that one. Look at those names. Beautiful, man. So y'all stay tapped in and locked into that. So yeah, y'all, we here. Like I said, it's a special Wednesday edition. No, special Thursday edition. I'm sorry. Because I got some people on. The first person I'm going to bring on is Miss Ovita Ivey.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Jeff.
What's good, girl? How you feeling?
I am feeling better. I am great. I'm above ground.
There it is. It's always great to be above. You know, they say to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. But I want a few more days here on this earth. just a few more, Lord. We got stuff we got to do. It ain't time yet for me to just be snatched up home. But your will be done. I'm just saying, your will be done. But I know what I want. And also, y'all, I got the homie Bornrich with me here today.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead,
happy to be here. Hey, Miss Vita.
How you doing?
I'm feeling real blessed. You know what? I just want before I started, right? It was just on me. I want to go back a little bit. Ask the Lord that you want more years instead of days.
Yes. More years.
More years.
Yes.
More years.
I agree with that.
Not days.
Healthy years, happy years, joyful years. Yes.
Eternal life. Give us eternal life.
Yes.
Let us do your will and your work. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, Jeff. God is good, man. Man, I've been touring like crazy, radio touring.
Yeah, I've been seeing that, bro.
Absolutely.
I've been seeing that. Definitely.
So to all those who don't know me, my name is Bornrich. I have a lot of amazing, great things going on. I got a magazine out. If you guys looking to promote your business in my next magazine, they're gonna be releasing August 23rd. You can contact me. DM me on Facebook, Bornrich Love, or Instagram, Bornrich1S, or you can hit up Ovita, and if you want to, or you can hit up Jeff.
Yeah, I can get you connected to the people.
Yeah, you can hit up Jeff. We got that going on. Then we got the Forever Grateful Fashion Show.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna talk about / Appreciation Awards June 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, Definitely. I'm very excited about that. I had the pleasure
Absolutely.
of doing some interviews
Yeah.
at the Forever Grateful Awards,
Yes, you did.
for the year.
And
So
you did your thing.
I'm telling you, man, it was a great experience. Great people, great talent.
Yeah.
You know, my man, he really brought the city together. And if
Thank
y'all
you,
missed
Lord.
it, y'all better come to this one.
Yes.
And you know what, Jeff? You did such an amazing job with all those people.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Look, I was ripping running because I was trying to get things together. Then I barely was able to see my wife. But when I seen the videos that was posted, I did not know you did that many videos. Like interviews,
Yeah,
bro.
interviews. Yeah.
You know, June 13th, I'm just happy to have you back.
Thank you, brother.
Because this time I definitely ain't gonna miss an interview with you.
There you go, man.
I can't miss it.
Man's face. We gotta get to sit down. We gonna get to sit down.
I'm telling you. 'Cause these guys
Absolutely.
breaking the rules.
Thank you, brother. And Ovita, girl,
Yes.
come on. Elaborate a little bit about yourself before we dive into this today.
Yes. Hey, everybody. I am so elated to be right here on the Redirect, Regroup, and Refocus podcast with you, Jeff, Coach Jeff Relaford, and of course, my brother, Bornrich. And then he also called himself Loves, which is great because you show love and
Glory to
support
God.
everywhere. So your name, having a name means something. When you name yourself something, it should always have you want to always have something positive connected to your name. So my name is Ovita, just in case y'all don't know. Vita Talks is my podcast. Also, that'll be starting soon. I'm always collabing with somebody. So, Bornrich and myself, we have podcasts. Hey, Taco. Y'all, let me tell you, I got Taco, I got Ben One, I got Aaron Joy, I got Shavonda. My lab's popping.
Oh, they off in there?
Okay.
Tell everybody I said, hey.
They can see I turned my camera around, but I don't take those lightly. I appreciate that. But also, I am a radio personality. I've been nominated, I think 4 times this year, in different shows. Since I've started, you all, I've been nominated on shows, and I don't take that lightly. I know some people have their opinion, but let me tell you something. When God is a part of something, it don't matter what other people think or say.
Amen.
When I tell you, because some people, they'll say, well, you ain't put enough time. Well, evidently, God
evidently did something right.
Because people were laughing at me. And I had my first magazine last year with the Reveal magazine. I had a beautiful article in there telling my story, a bit of my story from where I came from and how I got into radio. And I tell you, it's been a blessing ever since. And I just owe it all to God and thank God for connecting me I've had great connections, great doors that's been open. He connected me with Bornrich and others, with Jeff, and just different ones. I appreciate that. And you all, every Monday, I'm going to run down some of the stuff that I do on Monday. I'm on New Music Monday as a host with Keisha Cautious, y'all. I love Keisha Cash, by the way, but Keisha Cautious. I'm with Bornrich. When we on 102.3 FM, we'll give y'all updates. Right now, we are focused on the fashion show / appreciation show. And then also we're going to be over there on intellectualradio.com. We got a lot going on.
Fridays from 8 to 9.
Okay.
Yes, from 8. Y'all remember Fridays from 8 to 9 on intellectualradio.com. We back stronger, better than ever. Then also on Saturdays, join me on Combos in Chicago / Vita Talks over there on my radio Chicago. So I got a lot. I'm blessed.
Amen.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful to have y'all on, man, because y'all just y'all two people, y'all great people in my life, man. I think I need to let y'all know this. See, these are great people that are in my life. Two very great, blessed individuals.
You great yourself.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother. I'm gonna be humble with that. I ain't gonna call it on my own. I'd rather just take it as it comes. But these two people here, though, they always including me. They always making sure I'm a part of stuff. We move around together, we see things, we support each other. Yes. So with that being said, get you a good crew that you can support your people with.
Amen.
And they know that you ain't got to be at every event, but you there in spirit because you see the vision.
Yes, that part. I love that part. And just communication is key. So, just even if a person out there, and your people want to come, just let them know you can't come. Whatever, we communicate a lot together. So basically, that's where I'm coming from. Jeff, Jeff is our spiritual brother through Christ.
Absolutely.
And we really take that very serious. So
And I shout out to both of y'all other half. I love both of y'all other halves, y'all. They wives. They're wives.
Shout out to my
They
wife.
are beautiful, beautiful,
Shout out to
beautiful
my brother
women.
wife.
Yeah. They don't even have a name. I just call her Mrs. Rich and Mrs. Rutherford. That just happened.
There you go.
Yeah.
Y'all have some stuff going on, man. I really want to dive into that because anything that y'all go ahead and touch and y'all put y'all stamp on, man, it be moving.
Yeah.
So which one of y'all want to take it first? Rich, you want to go with it?
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Talk to the people. What y'all got going on?
Well, y'all, we got a lot going on. First of all, we have the magazine that's coming out August the 23rd. Mm-hmm. So you all, if you want to advertise your bar mitzvah, your business, your church anniversary, you hear me? We do it all. Church anniversary, birthday party. I mean, your business, whatever you have going on, we will meet your needs. And that's even on the platforms. If you need advertisement, if you want yours, being on 102, on Intellectual, on all those things, those are really great stations, and they get a lot of people that view those shows. So if you want to advertise, those are the spots to advertise. And we have your advertisement needs. Just inbox us if that's what you need. And then also, you all, we have coming up, I know we talked about it, June the 13th, we have the Forever Grateful Appreciation / Award Fashion Show. And we have our lovely Angie A. Love, who's heading there with the models. She gonna have like the Rip the One Way. Too bad, Taco, you could be a part, but Taco too big to tour. But next time,
shout out Taco, man.
Yeah, but she gonna have the Rip the Runway section, y'all. We got dope fashion that's gonna be presented on the runway. If I'm not mistaken, I think they have some more room for that. If you want a table, if you got products that you would like to sell at this event, which every event that we have is sold out. So you got the creams, the butters, even people like infused stuff. Whatever you have and you want to come,
we're gonna toast to that one.
And you want to make a killing, y'all come on and inbox us. We got that for you. We got that for you. You got fashion, whatever you need. We still got some space before the 13th, you all.
Okay. So y'all listen, we got some vendor spots available. Once again, let me go ahead and shout it out one go. Let me look at the ticket one go. And I usually have it up here on my phone. But yes, the Forever Grateful Awards and Appreciation and Fashion Show. All right. This is at 1150 North Lehman Avenue in the great city of Chicago. Lamont.
Yes. That's okay. We know you from Indiana.
I'm gonna get it. Lamont Avenue.
We know you from Indiana. The people we from the city.
Don't do that. Don't do that. See, I'm gonna go black microphone. I'm gonna give the show to y'all. No, but at Lamont Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. Yes. Now listen, from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Listen, hosted by Bo Deal and Sasha Gohard. Yes, Bo Deal and Sasha Gohard. So y'all please tap into this. How much are the tickets, brother?
Tickets $35. But you get 2 on 1.
35. What's the 2 on 1?
You get the fashion show.
Come on.
And you get the appreciation awards. So you get 2 on 1s. A couple months ago, we just gave you the award show.
Yes.
So this one, you're going to really be able to like sit back, watch the models, and watch a dope performance.
Okay.
And we got some other special stuff going on. I probably can't talk about right now, but on your show, we will mention it.
Okay.
Because your show is special.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And also, we have the appreciation awards.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got 9 different categories. And each category have multiple great people that have been working hard in Chicago. But these you get 1 win each category, and only one person can take the award home by votes. So whoever got the most votes will take home the appreciation award.
Now, if y'all don't understand when we talk about voting, okay, I've seen the logistics, I've seen the numbers. I know that his stuff is gonna. We got the interview here. I can run it again. I can run it. The people they vote. So I'm just letting you know. If you win, it's because people voted. There it is.
Yeah, that's how we do it. It's not personal. It's not
Other than that, I would have got a couple of awards by now.
Sure would have. You would have, man.
You gave me some awards, but he's fair.
I just like to do things fair. You know, I feel like a award show it should be fair. It should be by votes. Absolutely. You should, because I got some great people I can handpick.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't handpicking people. You know, like I said, Vita would have won 1,000,000 times. You would have won 1,000,000 times. You know, but the most votes going to win at the Forever Grateful Fashion Show.
Exactly.
/ Appreciation Awards. That's just how we do things on our side. We want to do things right. So you don't even know if you're going to win. You really just got to be there to see. And I promise you, everybody from y'all, and we can't make this up because we all children of God, y'all see the truth behind this. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't rigged. It ain't like we just trying to let somebody get fame. We're really doing it from our heart, you know, and really not getting our feelings if we don't lose or nothing, because it ain't about that. You know, it's about whoever have the most votes win at the Appreciation Awards.
Yeah.
Because this award show is different from the Forever Grateful Fashion Show. So that's annually only one time a year.
Okay. So what makes this one different aside from the fashion show? What makes this one that much different?
Appreciation Awards.
Yeah.
It's a different award show.
Okay.
The award's gonna be different.
Okay.
And you know, I mean, it's coming with a fashion show as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Appreciation Awards, like I said, it's a whole nother award show. It's a whole nother award. And that's what make it different to me, because the name and it's a whole nother award show. Because the Forever Grateful Award Show, you have less categories. You have more categories, and you have lesser people being nominated.
Okay. On
Appreciation Awards, you have more people being nominated on each category.
Okay.
So it's harder to get in the Forever Grateful Awards because it cut down to probably like 8 or 7 people each category or something like that. Now, the Appreciation Awards, you have more people that can get in the category.
Okay. Got you. Okay. See, so y'all, it's some opportunity and some chances out there for y'all.
Right.
I'm telling you, and I just want to say thank you,
all
sir.
Those that are nominated and that are not.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely want to shout out to everybody out there nominated. You know, just like I said, you got to be there to see. You got to be there to see if you're gonna win. I'm guaranteeing you that it's gonna be a lot of people gonna be shocked that they won, like at the Appreciation Awards. Because I'm looking at the ballot and I'm like, wow.
And you seeing it real time.
I ain't see every category, but I have seen some.
But you seeing it real time, real number.
Yes, sir.
And see, that's what I like about that stuff, yo. Y'all need to understand that. And you know, I didn't know that award season was this big.
Yeah.
In Chicago. I had no idea. You know, I never paid attention to it the year before. And I just said, all right, it just is what it is. But now that I'm in, I see everything happen. I'm like, geez. I'm like, y'all don't understand. It's a lot out here, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot out here for the city. So
it is.
You know, everybody can keep working and keep grinding. If anything, that's more motivation to want to keep doing something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Rick just won at an award show. What's the award, Rick?
Yeah, let's talk about that, sir.
Award.
Yeah, let's talk about that, sir. So you won this Trailblazer Award.
Yes.
290 Mo put this on.
Yeah, he put it on.
Yep. And I heard it was a great thing. It was at the Urban Lux Cafe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. If y'all don't know about the Urban Lux Cafe, y'all please get there. Urban Lux Cafe is a dope spot.
It really is.
Yeah. We might have to actually do some stuff up there.
I would love to. I would love to. And you know, it don't cost. Yeah.
It's what we saying is, people, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can
it don't cost nothing but some faith.
There it is. You can do it. So, but yes, let's talk about how this came about, man. You know, getting the Trailblazer Award. You know, let's talk about how you feel about that, the whole nine.
I was shocked. I got the call from 290 Mo and his people, his crew, his staff, I should say, and they was like, Bornrich, man, you won Trailblazer Award. I look at the phone, I'm like, who is this? Man, it's 290 Mo, man. Congratulations on a Trailblazer Award, Rich. You know, and he said the day where it's gonna be, the date where the play is gonna take place. Say if you want me to hold it for you if you can't make it, or you gonna make it. I say, man, we'll be there. We'll be in the building. And that was a blessing because right before that I won Legend of Chicago Award.
I saw that.
And, yeah, so and that award still on the way getting mailed to me.
Okay.
So I ain't get that one yet. But the Trailblazer Award, it just, thank you so much. It just means so much to me, man. I work hard for this. I put in so much hard work for it. Made it look easy. Man, I'm just thankful, man. Because Trailblazer, that's the next level. That's the next level, man.
That is. That means you laying down a foundation. That means you got some stepping stones.
Paving the way.
You paving the way for other people to do some stuff. So let's get shout out to the Trailblazer. Let's give it up for the Trailblazer. Can we do that? Can we do that? I would hit the clap, but I forgot.
What's the name of that award show, Rich? Thank you for listening. The name of the award show is
Media Awards. It's the Media Awards. You talking about 290 Mo?
It's on your trophy. It's on your trophy.
It say thank you for listening, but that ain't the name of the.
That's the name of the award show. Thank you for listening. Media Award Show.
Media Award Show. That's the name of it. Oh, I didn't know you added thank you.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Media Award Show. That's the name of it. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So shout out to 290 Mo. Yeah. I seen it on the flyer.
Shout out to 290 Mo and their staff, man. It's well deserved. When I got it, like I said, I was shocked, and to look at it and see how big it is and see what it is. They just show you keep putting your faith in God and keep believing and keep going. Ain't nothing nobody could do to stop you. Yeah. You gotta do it off faith. You can't go off he say, she say. You can't go off because it'll slow you down. Yeah. It'll make you feel as I can't do this no more. I can't. You got to just keep going and do what's right.
Facts. Because that's the thing, man. When we do this type of work here, all you could do is move. Yeah. It's you against yourself. You ain't fighting against nobody else. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else putting nothing on you. All it is strictly you against yourself. So shout out to the people that keep going against themselves. Because I'm telling you, your only competition out here, baby. That's all you got to do.
And you know what? I love that, Jeff, because every time I'm on the platform with you, you always keep it 100. And like you always keep it 100. And that's all I'm gonna say, man. You keep 100. Like even to tell a person that they need to understand that, like you really challenging yourself. And we could go back into a person who challenging somebody or competing against somebody that's not thinking about them. Right. So you really challenging yourself.
Exactly.
So
every time, because the thing is, all you're doing is striving to get better. A lot of times people don't really care if you better than the next person. No. Because whatever you have for them is gonna be for them.
Amen.
They're gonna be attracted to what you got. It's up to them if they like it or not. So I'm not here to compete against nobody else. I'm gonna keep giving y'all the content that Life Coach Jeff can give y'all.
That's right.
And if you want to listen, you'll listen. If you don't, it's many more podcasts and shows out there.
I agree.
I ain't the only one.
Same thing with Bornrich here. Everything you said, I put it on me too. My life too, y'all. Either you want to accept me for who I am or you don't. Either way, I will still be blessed.
There you go, man.
Absolutely.
That's all the doors open, yo. Y'all just take some notes right now. Just take a few notes. That's all I'm saying. Because whenever I get with these people, see, we humble people out here. We're not too puffed up people out here. We're not elevated within ourselves to say, okay, we've already made it. We've arrived. No, we know it takes work. We know it takes time to do all of this. And if you get anything, honestly, your boy got an honorary doctorate degree. I'm not gloating about it. I don't even really talk about it like that.
That's a blessing.
No, people want me to talk about it. Accomplishment.
I know.
But this thing, Jeff, can I say this? Sometimes, sometimes we try to dial things down because we don't want to offend people. But the thing is, when you work hard for something and God gave you the ability and he blessed you through that, that's something to celebrate. And some people don't like to see other people celebrate their achievement because they haven't achieved anything. And I'm not going to feel bad because I've done something and I worked hard at something to appease you. That's somebody that's a hater, that's jealous.
That's right.
But somebody that's happy and in your corner, they're going to be happy for that. So kudos to you, my brother. I'm proud of you and keep on accelerating. There's nothing wrong with being grateful, and it's different than people that's just overly proudful and just bragging. There's nothing wrong with being grateful for and proud of hard work.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, my sister. And I know you mean every word you say because I be around you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm super, super proud of you as well. Miss Vita Talks. You doing your thing, and ain't nothing they can do about it because God got that glow on you.
Come on.
Period.
Y'all better lift each other up out here.
I'm talking about you too, Jeff.
Oh, I know you are, girl. I know you are.
Oh, yes.
And that's the
stop
thing,
playing with my brothers. Stop playing with my brothers. Okay.
With an S on the end, y'all, brothers.
Put an S on that. That's right.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, y'all, it don't. And people think it does take a lot to get to these places that we go to.
Yeah.
It does take a lot to do what we do at times. And the thing is, though, if you have a passion for it, if it's something that you truly want to do, it can look like it's a lot, but to me, I just do this all the time.
Easy.
We got shows 3 times a week now.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the plan.
Right.
I was only trying to do one and make the one good.
Added more.
Yeah, God gave me.
He seen you good, was good with that, and you can, be good with that, and it ain't get you all cocky, and he add more.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about God. He's amazing. Well, he give you what your heart desire, and a lot of people heart not in the right places, and that's why they end up where they at.
Very true. You know what? I think I want to talk about that. I think that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. 1023. Is your heart in the right place?
Yeah, your heart got to be in the right place.
Is your heart in the right place?
It plays a big part in everything, even your blessings.
Oh yeah,
because God know your heart, and He goes off your heart. So when we come down to talking about just man by itself, if a man got a cold heart, he's not gonna get far. He might climb the mountain a little bit, but he guaranteed to fall. You got to have a good heart, and you have to have strong faith to walk up a mountain and make it to the top. So you have to have the faith, and you can't have you can't have, instead of competing, because a little competing here and there in people's minds, it's cool. Yeah. It's cool because they doing it in their minds, but you can't have that hard cold against a person. Like,
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I really don't like you. I hate you. Or, you got to really, really love. So God is love, and ain't nothing bad about him. So you got to have that pure heart that God gave you, because everybody got a good heart.
And I strongly believe that. I believe everybody has a good heart, dog, until like either something happens, they have an experience, and it just flips.
Crushes their heart full of evil.
Definitely.
When they allow the devil to come in, they start being real greed, killing, and just don't care about none, don't care about women, beating women. Yeah. I grew up and watched this. I grew up watching my mama have fights all the time with my old man. Mm-hmm. And when I was young, I always said, when I get older, I never put my hand on a woman. I never put my hand on a woman. Yeah. I've been with my wife for 20 years. And, a person always told me, if you can't keep a friend, you can't keep a man or a woman. If you can't keep a friend. And that stuck with me because I started looking at it like,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who don't have friends? They always lonely. Okay. Yeah. That's a good sign. They lonely all the time. That's for a reason.
Even when you pick a partner, thinking about that, Rich, when you pick a partner or you see someone dating a potential man, if they don't have friends, you need to look at why they never have friends, why they don't have a social life, and something most of the time is wrong with them. They're not great people. They're not great people.
I agree 100%.
What you were saying, as far as the heart, those things in life plant seeds, and seeds grow into it's a seed that's planted, and then it's like a tree, and it grow many different things on that. That's why you got to deal with those things so other things won't grow. It's never just that one thing. It always harvests into something bigger and different things. So yeah.
And we can look at seeds, and we can look at flowers for example. Flowers, because all of it come from being planted by seed.
Yeah, definitely.
And you take that for, like you said, a lot of things, grow from seed. If you got faith, small as a mustard seed. You know what I'm saying? What God said, you got faith small as a mustard seed.
Come on.
If you have that much faith, a mustard seed is like that.
You can move mountains.
Yeah. Because I remember when my mother passed and I was grieving. Grief is a seed. And I remember I did a study about grief and how it's the seed and how so many things grow. Because I had found myself doing things that I never would have done in my right mind, you know. So you got to deal with that stuff head on, because you can make decisions and do things that will definitely alter your life forever. You know, you don't want to do that.
Definitely.
I do want to ask you. Can I ask Vita a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Vita, how was it like being a woman growing up for you? You know,
growing up,
because I know you got a son. Like not like growing up, you know, and having a son. You've been married. Like how was that experience? Like, let's just go to the marriage. How was the marriage like? Yeah, like what your baby did, like, you know what I'm saying, like with your husband, your ex-husband, because now you moved on and you became this totally different woman. We see, you know, but you have so much that's built in you that, you know, would touch so many more people out there that don't know you. They might see this face and they like, she beautiful, she ain't been through nothing, and you know, and you never know who you can be telling this to. Like, kind of talk to us about that. Like,
well, I'm gonna tell you, I grew up in church, you all. I'm definitely a church. I know that story is not any different from anyone else's. So when I got a certain age, I dealt with church hurt. The church really hurt and disappointed me, because the way I was taught to look at the pastor and first lady like they could do no wrong, you all. So when I seen certain errors and stuff like that, that drove me to leave church. And so when I left church, that's how I met my son's father. He was my first boyfriend. And we dated for I was like, if God is the people that you have in church, I don't want nothing to do with you, nor do I want to have anything to do with your church. So that's when I didn't even feel comfortable in church anymore. Hey, Sister Crawley. The church part really hurt me and really shook my foundation. But I know later on when I left church why I had to leave, because I was programmed a certain way. I know now if a pastor and I see people that's in error, it won't affect my life like it did. Like that really affected me. They are men. They are women. They can disobey God. They are not listening to God when they are lead you astray, y'all. Y'all need to stop equating God with people. God do tell people what to do, but they do what they want to do a lot of times.
They do what they want to do a lot of times.
Yeah. So that messed me up. I didn't want to deal with church people, nor did I want to deal with church, but God had to take me out of that environment so that he can shape and mold my mind correctly. You know, I don't judge people. That don't mean that you shouldn't be corrected, because y'all talked about that before, but I don't hate and judge people for what they wear. I know that what you wear is more about than what you wear. It's how you live and all that stuff. And so that opened me up, and I met my son's dad one day, you know, and meeting him, he was a messed up young man. You know, he had mother and daddy issues, God. And we were really young. Hey, Gregory, he was, he did crazy stuff, y'all. He did crazy stuff. I experienced one day, I don't tell this often, but I'm just telling this little one day, I was standing in the listen, and he poured lighter fluid on me. And he literally lit the match. And I was on fire, but I started crying and he put it out. But after a while, y'all, my tears didn't work. After a while, tears didn't work. He was a messed up young man. And then after because we had a peace time, you know, and I had got pregnant and I didn't want my son to grow up in a single parent home. I wanted to give him a chance to have a two-parent home. So that's how the devil worked. He was acting really well. So we got married, and the day I got married to that man, y'all, I feel like Satan had spoke to me. He said, you know, I'm serious. He said, you know what you was getting into when you married me. And that I went in the bathroom and closed myself in there and cried. I was in a setting tub. I was pregnant with my baby. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Because the enemy sent him in my life to kill me. He wanted to kill me and my baby, not just me. He had an issue with it. He was so jealous of his son, y'all. But he don't know him behaving that way pushed me back into the arms of God, and that was the best decision that I made. I had enough experience at that time. My thought process as far as how church ran, how the church people were, you know, I don't equate them with God. That's why you got to learn the Bible too. God have them in place, y'all. Don't get me wrong, but you got to seek God, because there's certain things that only the Spirit of God is going to teach you.
Say that again, so the people in the back hear you.
That's scripture. The Bible say the Spirit is going to teach you some things, and God is going to use the man to teach you as well. But you got the Spirit of God. It's for everyone. I was filled with the Spirit of God, and it spoke to me, and it kept me. So after, just believe it or not, he was terrible before I married him, and after I married him, y'all, oh my God, I found out that he was filled with demons. Like he had literal demons. And I know people, I had told this church lady, she laughed at me. I said, let me tell you this quick story, then I'll be quiet. We were in bed and he woke up, and God told me I had to sneak to church. He didn't want me. I had to sneak to church. So I had been sneaking to church on Sundays. And so God told me, he spoke to me, he said, get up and plead the blood, you know, pray and plead the blood in my man. I was taught the blood had power. And I was praying, but I was praying inside my head, y'all. I did not speak these words out. I was pleading the blood of Jesus. And that man told me, stop that praying. Now, did you hear me say, I was praying in my mind. I was not audibly praying. I was asking, what's wrong with you? You know, I was being nice. You don't be mean when they crazy. You know, you be like, what's wrong? You know? And he said, I said, stop that praying. And so, of course, I kept on praying. Y'all, I felt the presence in my room that was so powerful. That's why I wasn't scared, because I know the presence of God was in there with me. And I kept praying. He said, stop touching me. You hurt me. And then he was like, you looking at me, stop looking at me, your ass changing. And I mean, he just did. I was like, oh, but I kept pleading the blood until he just went to sleep. And I did ask him the next day, I said, did you remember what happened? You know, he had dark circles around his ass. And let me tell y'all, that's not the only thing. Like, I remember I was fasting and praying a lot, and he would come in the house and say, it smelled like church up in here. And he'll be mad because I was praying. And I remember one day he told me, he said, I don't know who that is praying for me, but you tell them I'm going to get them. You tell them I'm going to get them. That's the kind of stuff I dealt with. Lights and stuff. When I would go pray, God would lead me to go pray in the attic. And I was the prayer warrior of my house. And I would go and I would pray. And this is the thing, y'all. You think that you don't be doing nothing until you stop doing it. But when I tell you, those spirits broke off that man. After a while, he was saying, because God was, that's how I know the difference. It's the difference between our love and the love of God. It's a difference. Very you think you have it until you allow the Lord to give it to you in your heart. This man would go out and stay out, right? And I remember he told me to fix him a sandwich at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, my man, nigga, this me, nigga. Ninja, go get that sandwich where you got it from. But God, I would go pray. Because God told me, he said, that's a soul. Because I was the saved woman in the house. And the Bible says when a wife is saved, that she's the covering of the husband is sanctified through the wife. So what you got to do is, God told me, look at him as a soul. Don't look at him just as your husband, because then I'm going to take it personal. And God, I would go and pray, and God would fill my heart, y'all, with so much love that I could go down there and I could serve him. Now I'm not telling you if that's not what you're supposed to do now, but I'm telling you, this is the way that God had me to deal with him. Because God, when you save, you are supposed to reach out to those, and not just outside, but those in your home. He said, who cares about if you love those who nice to you? God said, but can you love the unlovables? Because I do. If you supposed to be saved and you around here claiming to be a Christian, God feels you, and you supposed to love the unlovable, because our mindset is to get them the way where they supposed to be. You know, you got to be their light, and it's not always easy, but with God it is. He said that's magic. Now that's the power of God. That's the power of God. I tell y'all, after a while, that man, after a while, my aunt came and she was my backup in the spirit. And I tell you, all those spirits was prayed off that man. All those demons was prayed off him. I had fasted and prayed. And I tell you, that's how I know certain things that the saints supposed to change the atmosphere. Y'all, we ain't supposed to be doing any and everything. I mean, how you gonna draw the world doing any and everything? But at the end of the day, that man told me he saw my growth in the spirit. And I remember we separated. He said, you know what? I could have been growing to God like you if I just had did what I was supposed to do. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that, but I've been through a lot. But God blessed me through that. To this day, I've benefited from that time in my life.
Yeah. And you know what's wild about that. Now when you went through that church hurt, my question is, Vita, when you went through that church hurt there, was it something where like you went through the church hurt, then you met him? Right?
Yeah,
was that it?
That's
church hurt, then you met him, then you started prayer boy, and then now somebody was trying to keep you away from church. The enemy was trying to keep you away from all that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, what it was, I had to leave church because I was programmed a different way. You know, God had to strip me of. Now, some things I kept because I was supposed to, but those things that I wasn't supposed to keep, he taught me better. He taught me, he gave me his mindset about different things. Because in the church I grew up in, if you was wearing pants, you was going to hell. Or if you wore pants and my sleeves was out, I wasn't saved, you know, and we'll be so mean to people. But that's not God. You know, I had to get those things out of my deprogram me and learn God in his heart, you know. So I had to go through that to do the things that he need me to do. I had to be deprogrammed.
See, that's what I love about this, because the thing is, y'all hear me all the time talk about shifting your mindset, meaning you have to go ahead and forget those things of old that you had to learn. I say that all the time, you know, and when I say that, I mean that, because you talking to somebody right now who had to literally reprogram their mind out of a state they were, believing that was the way to follow God. But then you have to challenge yourself at everything that you've been taught to say that, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, it take time. You know, it's time to heal. Sometimes you got to get away from the person because, you know, even if reprogram your mind, you have to get away from the trouble.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you got to reprogram your mind with the word of God.
Right, with the word. But I'm just saying, reprogram your mind going through that type of situation.
Oh,
see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that type of situation. That's like, that's traumatized, and it plays in your mind, you know. So to reprogram your mind about everything, even the church wearing the pins, you know, you got to reprogram your mind to get the word in you, to know God, to know that that's not true. They really was setting scaring you, but that's a sin for even saying that.
Exactly. And the word
what it is
in that section means pantaloons, and that means identity.
Right.
So you're not supposed to take on the identity of that man or that woman when you are the opposite of.
Exactly.
And you know what I come to learn that mean is, and it's true, and I don't mean to offend anyone, is men dressing like women and women dressing like men, because they make women pants. But I'm gonna tell you, that come from ignorance. That stuff was passed down, and I don't think to get, because some of the stuff we gotta I don't get rid of everything old, but I bring old with new, because it's a balance. Like, we know we ain't gonna stone people today, you know, because they literally stone kids that was disobedient. So I'm sure the kids probably act better. These kids need to be threatened with being stoned sometime, but okay. But
real talk,
talk. It's a balance. We got to learn the balance, because it, you know, like now I see, you know, like we could wear the pants, but now to me people go overboard. Like, you still want to be modest in your apparel when you go to church. Like, I see ladies going to church out and they bad, but then it's hugging every curve. Now, why you dressing like that? You know, I ain't talking to people who wearing what they got. I'm talking people I know that's wearing because they're trying to pull the men's ass. And the Bible say, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. I need to be mindful of how I dress for my brother's sake. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in church, y'all, because everybody not going to church to do right. You know, some people really are going to do wrong, you know. And the brothers, we got to be mindful of one another, you know, because sometimes we take that too far. You know, I don't think you should look like you're going to the club and going to church, but they do. You know, let's think about that, because sometimes we want to just take all good sense out of everything. We don't want to balance. You know, I don't want to be judged, but you want to do any and everything. That's not godly. That's not the right way. We gotta be different from the world. It's a difference. It's supposed to be a difference. And then we also gotta be mindful of what we do for our. That's what God told me, because one day I was like, oh, I want to be sexy. You know, I was going to church. You know, I had lost a little weight. I was feeling myself, and God told me that verse that came to me so strongly. You are your brother's keeper. Now, men should have self-control, but I'm saying still, I'm gonna help my brother. But if I got a banging Coca-Cola, you know, I'm gonna watch how I wear my dress.
Because the thing is, there are still things that you can wear that are appropriate. And we're not saying you gotta look like you got just threw a rag on you.
Right.
We ain't saying that. You can still be stylish.
Yeah,
you can still wear a dress, still wear what you want to wear.
But if that's something that you just have to wear, if it's just something like you just have to wear, get there. Because God wants you to have the word, but I understand exactly what Ovita coming, because you want to be presentable.
Yeah.
You know, you want to especially serving the Lord in his house. But if you not like that, you know, get there. Have you get there. You know, God said, you know, just get there.
Yeah, because I know they use that "come as you are." You should come as you are, but God is the God of transformation. Don't stay that way.
And he wasn't talking about he wasn't talking about the people with the clothes. He was talking about the gangsters. He was talking about the thieves. Now look, he was talking about the thieves, the gangsters, the people, you know, he was talking about the people that feel as they did so much wrong, they can't face God no more. He's telling you to come as you are. Come.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he's talking about all of that. He's talking about all of that. Don't stay away because you think you did something wrong. But I'm saying too, when you come, God is a God of transformation. Other than that, I won't serve him. I don't need to. You don't have to stay the same in the same predicament that you're in. You coming so he can help you, so he can heal you, so he could deliver you, so you could so he could show you who you really are in him. That's what I mean. You know, so you because I was tore up and messed up.
Well, you look good now. I thank God you're back.
There you go.
You're doing your thing.
You all right.
Look like ain't nothing happened.
Come on.
It ain't leave a scratch on y'all that fight.
Right? I'm trying to tell you. She don't look like she was out there in the broad.
I promise you, man. It don't look like she was out there on the west side of Chicago.
West side.
Look, God is good though.
And you know, one thing I look at when it talks about women adorn yourself in modest apparel, again, I believe that is an instruction. Now, women always complain about how they get all these crazy men talking to them, anything. But maybe if you were wearing something a little different, the attitude from that person who's trying to talk to you, they would probably come to you different.
You know what?
Talk to you different.
As a man, I'm gonna take that like a question to me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a married man. And if I was married and I saw the woman I'm married to right now, let me switch it all for her.
Okay, switch it up.
Right. And I seen her, and she wasn't dressed wifey material. She was dressed up stripper, like a stripper. She couldn't be my wife because I know what I'm looking for.
Yep.
You know, and then I know even with a man, that's like a one night stand for a man. Seeing for certain men, you got some thirsty guys out here. Be ready to do all types of stuff.
Extremely thirsty.
You know what I'm saying? But is they real men? They not. You know, because real men finds his wife. He found a good thing.
Exactly.
So we should know our wife when we see her.
That's true.
Because I knew my wife when I seen her at 13. I was like, I'm not letting this woman go because she was so beautiful, loyalty, and the dance she gave me. Oh my God! In that party when I talked about in the book, in that party, everybody was dancing. Everybody was having a good time, and nobody caught my best interest. I went over there and got behind her, and she started dancing. It was the role she gave me. And I promise you, man, after that dance, I chased her around the whole party. Like she was sitting on the freezing with her friend. And I went over there, sat on the other side of freezing by the wall and just sat there. And I would and one because we went to the same school. Yeah. So one of her friends busts out and say, Dalisha, you like Rich? And she was like, And I was like, it hurted my heart. I was like, oh my God, why she even say that? Then she get back on the floor. She was dancing. Some guy tried to creep behind. I pushed them out the way, got back up behind her. And after that day, I've been chasing her. And she stayed right across the street from my daddy house. Like I was staying at my daddy house. She stayed right across the street, like down the street a little bit. Like I'm on Monticello on Ohio. She was on Londale. And I could see her out the side of my window. And after that dance, man, I just chased her everywhere. And then the next morning, I started playing ball. It's the basketball court across the street from her house. I started playing ball in the court. And she walked past and I said, yo, little dirty butt, playing with her. You dirty. She snapped on me with a bad attitude. I was like, why did I say that? Because in the hood, you say like yo, dirty butt. You ain't trying to offend nobody. Like she wasn't near dirty, but I was just it was just a word. Yeah. She caught it and she went crazy with it. And I felt so bad that I said that. And it's like, man, I chased her ever since, Jeff, and now she's my wife. But I'm saying that like even the man chasing a woman right now, just chasing her, you know, he know what he want. But is he presenting himself right in that situation? You really revealing who he is. I don't care if he just wants some booty the same day.
That's true.
He revealing, you're a man to reveal himself. Just listen. Look at a woman and see how beautiful she is. And sometimes, man, be patient because everybody ain't gonna give you that one night stand out there. You know, you might just mess up with a good woman trying to try so hard. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just be more manly to her. You know, I seen with Sierra, the singer. She made her husband wait till they got married to have sex. And I found that interesting. You know, I found that very interesting because he will respect her more. He respect her more. He'll love her more. He'll know exactly who he dealing with. So sometimes women, even if you're desperate and you feel like you just want to do it, you just want to do this, get to know a person if you want to be in a relationship with them. Do you want to continue on having one night stands all your life? Because that's why you're single still. Because it's so easy to get and you doing it with every person and you feel like you ain't find that wife. So when that one woman tell you no a million times, next thing you know, you come like a molester type of guy. Can I lick your toes? His patience has ran out. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what he really want. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? What you can I lick the sneaker off your face, whatever, or kick off your face. But he become now looking like he's a molester. I mean, not a molester, but a creep. Like that. I ain't want to use the word molester. I mean, that's for the but he looking like a creep. Well, he looking like a person just too thirsty, and a lot of these women that have been in marriages that know how it feel to be married, like a person like Vita, she know what she want. That's true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that really stand up women of God, especially the women of God, them the ones who really know what they want. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't serving God and you might just try and do it on your own, of course you'll go from Dave to Earl to Mike. You know what I'm saying? You'll keep going because you don't know what you want. You trying to try something. Real women know what they want because I'm a real guy and I know what I want. At the age of 13, I held on to a woman right now today, sleep in the same bed that I had for 20 years. And we got I had for 24 years. We got a son that's 20 years old. And we've been married for 15 years. So, and we young. But I knew exactly what I wanted in a woman. She had everything I wanted, from the trust, the love. And I didn't know we was going to go this far and find God like this. Like we really serve God and with everything in us. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? Right. But with God, it's worth it. It's worth the patience.
Ain't nobody perfect, but God is worth it. That's a t-shirt, Rick.
Me and my wife, but God is worth it. But me and my wife, we got together. I'm gonna put that on the shirt. So we got together and we started going to church together. We found God. We started reading His word and studying God's word, the way He think, the way He want us to do things. And like I said, ain't nobody gonna be perfect, but know something. Know something. Because if people out there don't know nothing out that Bible, they really just going off he say, she say. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. You got to study for yourself.
Yeah.
You got to know for yourself.
You got to. Because you could become, because he said be aware of fake prophecies. You could listen to somebody and make your whole mind change, your whole lifestyle change. Exactly. Without finding, send you to a whole nother God.
Oh, yeah. That's why you got to be very careful.
is Jehovah of Israel. That's my father.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? So I don't serve, I serve him.
Exactly.
So, when it come down to it, I tell men all the time, man, sometimes this stuff take patience to even like be able, if you're a single man, be able to find a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And once your patience is up and you found that woman and you agree her right, y'all locked in, be patient with her.
That's right.
Because you don't know how her she is. Because she probably used to it, like people coming on like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know how her she is. Take your time to get to know the woman you trying to lay down with. Why you trying to lay down with a person you don't know yet?
Very true. I agree. Shouts out to my wife because you know what, as we talk about the wives out here, and when a man know what he want, he know what he want. It's the whole truth. Because I'll be honest with you, with mine, I knew that. Now we did this little unconventional people. I don't mind telling the story because we done it already. I met her on a dating app and everything. So we started talking. I think we talked for like a few weeks or something like that. It something like that. And we finally met. Then we met. Yo, I was over there all the time. We was together. We was doing. Hey, listen. Nope, wrong camera. I'm a grown man.
Absolutely.
I was over here with that woman at the time.
Ain't no wrong
and
with
we
that.
were doing adult things.
Yeah.
So
I
have to say this, and I have to be honest, and I have to say this because I'm not saying that this is everybody's situation, but I'm being candid. I'm telling you, this was my situation. I walked out with a wife. Some of y'all just might walk out with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but I walked out with a wife.
You hit me?
There we go.
A wife. And a man say, God say, what? If a man find a wife, he found what?
A good thing.
And get what from God?
Favor.
You get favor from God.
Come on.
So a lot of people don't understand that favor that we have on us as a man of God, on top of serving God with favor from having a wife.
Yep.
On top of that, you serving God. Oh, he bring power in you.
Oh, yeah.
And you willing to really work and do what he say.
Come on.
You willing to really save souls for God. Because God is the judge of all judges, right?
Yo, yeah.
The king of all kings.
Mm-hmm.
So you really can win souls for God. That pleases God a lot more than a person judging you with a cup in your hand.
Come on. And that is why I wanted to say what I was saying. Because the thing is, with people will try to say, well, how? And I was up to be a pastor of a church at that time too. A lot of people don't know that. And when that came about, slowly things started coming out. He didn't realize I was living with Bacon. He didn't realize that, we living together. Now she pregnant. So now here's this man who's looking at me. He's having to break something. You tell me you want to reach the unchurched. You tell me you want to reach the people down in the gutter.
Mm-hmm.
What better way to do it is to give them a story that's relatable and to show them how God can still have grace and mercy on you.
Ooh.
But what you want to do is, and I'm going to say it because it's been some time, people. I'm going to say it. So, because the thing is, what you want to do is you want to prejudge.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to say, this man told me that this woman was not for me.
Yeah.
He said what was going to happen was she is going to come in between you and the church. And sir, I want to say to you today that did not happen because if anything, me and my wife's marriage is strong and we keep God first. Because that was always the plan, sir.
I'm happy you follow your spirit.
Oh, yes, sir.
But you followed your spirit, man. You would have lost out on a good wife.
I'm trying to tell you.
If you would have followed that man lead, sometimes you just got to follow your spirit.
That's why you don't listen to man when he try to tell you about you and what you should do.
No, because God even it's all written, man. Look, a man word saying something to God, talking about he promised something. God ain't trying to hear that. We listen to God promises. God ain't trying to hear man promises because he know you can be tricked.
Come on, he already knows.
So if a person told me, an older person told me what he went through, or trying to tell me something like that, or just giving me advice on some things, I'll stop it. But if I want to, if I know that already, then I know the answer for it. But you ain't finna never tell me this not my wife. Come on, man. And look at you now, man.
Come on, man.
God is good, man.
This is year number 4. We gonna be in the game.
And y'all gonna be around longer than that.
I'm trying to tell
lifetime.
You. That's the plan.
Lifetime.
I'm trying to tell you.
Big shout out to your wife.
Thank you. Big shout out.
Because you're always talking about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm always talking.
I always talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what men need to have, those type of conversations. When me and you talk, we talks about our wife.
This is very true. We do talk about our wives, y'all. Okay, man. Look at him. And then you're going to look at me. Y'all find y'all somebody.
Yeah.
Find y'all somebody that you can talk about your wife with.
Yes.
And it's not from a judgmental spirit. you need to get you some people. You need to get you some men around you that's gonna lead you to be godly to your wife.
Amen.
You feel me?
And that right there hit different.
It does.
It hit different because you'll be able to be around men like us. We'd be like, man, don't say those type of words because anger can make a person.
Oh, it really can.
Man, beat a woman. You got some men, they really, really, really messed up in the head.
Oh yeah,
and they love fighting women. They beat them. And some are killer.
Yeah.
Look at the little situation happened like a month ago on a train. The woman got into it. These two women though. I'm just saying she got into it with a girl and killed her. So I'm saying like you got some people really messed up, mentally ill out here.
Exactly.
And they really, really take it so far out of anger and cannot control their anger. So when you find a wife, you need to listen to men like us because we're gonna talk to you and give you scriptures, or we're gonna tell you some of the things we probably haven't been through, or there's gonna be something gonna be uplifted enough where you'll go in the house and you'll start rubbing your wife's feet and asking her what she want, because the Bible says love your wife as Jesus loved the church.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And the Bible also told the women to respect their husband. You know what I'm saying? Men should lead. We the ones who lead. So a lot of guys is not leading these women right, and that's why they become beneath them. The women is making the power over guys nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Because they come and honor them. They ain't leading. The Bible said a man should lead.
Come on. And the only way you're gonna be led is if you have to have something for somebody to follow the lead too. Yeah.
And Jesus, look at Jesus. Everybody had to follow him. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it started from. That's why Jesus, because all these scriptures, in the New Testament, that was Jesus really making this happen on the earth. So it's just written. You know what I'm saying? So it's man should lead. He was the man that led. So he's telling them, hey, I'm gonna work through the next man. I'm gonna spread in all the men that come to me. Yeah, and then I'm gonna lead them, and then you lead your woman. But a lot of guys, it's a lot of attitudes nowadays. And the women see that you smacking your lips like them, and then they jump out the car and say, I might as well just go somewhere else or something. Exactly. Ain't no wrong with straightening the situation out or talking about it. Of course, people gonna argue and all that, but like Jeff said, being around men like us, we're gonna teach you something. You're gonna learn something. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you found a good wife, don't go out there to the club and mess with one of them girls in one night and go back home and give your wife something she can't get rid of.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time for the people back.
If you married and you got a family, you know what I'm gonna do? Add to it. Think about how important your woman is, your wife is. Think about how much she mean to you. So you meant to tell me you went out one time with your friends and y'all start partying, and all they want to do is mess around with girls and strippers, and you just got into that a little bit and you start sipping with them. You start sipping, feeling good, and now you interacting on the things they do, and you slept up one time with a stripper or a woman from that club you came on with and did something you ain't supposed to do. And guess what? You were so drunk that you ain't even know you had sex with this woman without a condom or the condom bust, right? I'm using all this for example. Because I'm gonna add something to what Jeff said. I'm gonna put it all in the right form.
Go ahead.
And the condom bust or because you were just trying to just be out with your friends and trying to make them feel good doing other things. They ain't got no wife. They ain't got what you got, but they want you to come to the strip club. Because I ain't going no strip club. I got too much respect. My wife would be my stripper. But
say that.
Yeah. So but and then something happened and you go home and you take that to a woman you love and gave her either herpes or AIDS, something she can't get rid of. You lost everything. You lost the relationship. You lost your woman. And now you on the edge of probably losing yourself. So all I'm gonna say is, look, people, if you got a wife, just put more into her instead of, ain't no wrong with going out with the fellas. But man, be more control of your ways. Be a leader. Be a king and say, man, y'all going to strip club? I'm going to crib. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Oh, you a punk? No, I ain't a punk. Y'all just better not be nothing if y'all go to the club, start fighting.
That part.
I'm going home. I don't got to go to the strip club. If I want that, I'm going to put it all on my wife. Hey, I'm going to grab this bag of money, go put it on the thong. I could get. I'm talking about my wife. I can speak like this about my baby.
Exactly. There you go.
God gave her to me. Go put on and then and do that same dance move you did for me at that party when I met you.
There it is, right?
I got my best strip on my wife.
Go ahead.
So man,
that's right. I hear you know what you saying that, Rich. I heard somebody say, I don't want what he say, I don't need my wife to do that. I said, but you rather go to someone that's not. I mean, but to each his own, But I like that. To me, that's what your wife is for. That's what your husband for.
It should be, you know.
Back. Yeah. I love what Michael Lewis said. He said that's why you got to make sure you have some men in your circle that are married and not single. They also have like-minded men.
Yeah.
So they like-minded men. True that, Michael Lewis. We with you on that, brother.
Yep, I'm with you on that for sure. You know, and that's one thing about even being a man of God. You know, these strong-minded men come together, and we teachers that like-minded men. Hey, because I've been around a lot of people like this.
Yeah,
I'm not judging, but I hadn't seen this.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking at a man like, dang, you got a nice woman, bro. Like a wife. What are you doing? Man, Joe, I'm out here. But he sounds so. He making me look at his wife like crazy now. Because I'm, you know, because a woman, a person start looking at your people crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at his wife like, man, you doing all this bragging on him? He's screwed. Now, my man, I'm like, I ain't judging it, but I'm like, only if she knew. This man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man got 1 million girls on a good wife, right? But guess what? I ain't here to judge that. I ain't here to talk bad about nobody, but I'm here to, because I don't know that man's situation, what he going through, why he depressed, why he messing with these women. I don't know. But I will say, if you want favor from God, you got to do more right with your wife. Like, you got to give her more, bless her with stuff. Like, God gonna favor you and give you a lot more.
That's true.
That's why I'm so blessed, man. Like, real talk. I do a lot of great things for my wife. You know.
Oh, I be seeing it. I be seeing it on the meeting.
God is good.
I'm telling you, man.
I don't post anything either, Jeff. Like, it's a lot of things I didn't post, but I do a lot of great things for it.
I hear you.
Can I ask y'all as men, you know, from male, because I was just having this conversation with a male about cheating, because y'all men, y'all have women. I know this debate about if a man cheat is not as serious as a woman. And and he said that when a woman cheats, a man is more hurt than a woman is when they're cheating on. Like, the pain is just greater when it comes from a woman. And this is the person, that's why I asked him, I said, you like, and no shade or nothing, I said, you like Kevin Samuels, don't you? He didn't surprise me. And I'm not saying it because I think everything Kevin Samuels said was wrong. It's just delivery to me just wasn't pleasant to me. But yeah, what do you all think about men that cheat? Do you think that that men should get a pass to cheat because they say men cheat is just about getting the sex, but when women cheat, they probably want that person?
I want to say this. Everybody cheats because something is missing. You cheat on your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend because something is missing. You are trying to be with another person to fill in a void.
It's like playing puzzle.
There you go. And until you actually figure out what's missing, which means you actually have to have a talk with your spouse or your significant other about how you actually feel. Then you will start to go back to that person and you will start to feel safe around them again. I've always felt that way about men and women who cheat.
Yeah.
So it's never been a one-sided version for me. It's always been a two-sided because I see the two faces on the coin. You know, I get it. Like, if a woman cheat, and I guess it's different with a woman because she'll cheat with her emotion. It will be with her emotion. Because again, she's trying to fill in the void. She's looking for something.
Yeah.
So a man ain't doing. He's doing the same thing. He's just not going to express it.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's doing the same thing.
Man, but it is some women that can cheat without being in love with a guy. And I know men don't think that, but when I tell you, sometimes it's just about sex. for them as well. It might be something wrong in their sex life, like you
But
said.
that means she was missing something.
Jeff said
Right,
it
that's
was
what I
something
said.
missing.
So she
No, I
missing
know.
something in the bedroom.
Yeah, she
I
missing.
know. Yeah,
She
it's
missing
not always
something.
emotional. Yeah, it's
But
not always.
I want to go back a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Let's just say she missing something, and the man just cheated because of that reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you goes and you cheat with the wrong person, and that person you cheated with had herpes. Now all you had to do is have that conversation with your woman.
Absolutely.
Like Jeff just said, right? One conversation you could have had with your woman that prevented you from losing yourself, because once you lose yourself, you already show a woman that she's your weakening. So, that's already a bad look on you, because now you don't supposed to never like make yourself that weak as a man, because then women play attitude games and stuff all the time when men start doing that. So when men really stand up and be that stand up guy, not fighting, and just stand up and just do what you got to do around your house and with your wife, everything should be good. Of course, everybody gonna have different days. Women get attitudes like a mob, you know what I'm saying? And so you got some guys stubborn. True. And they be like, all right, you ain't saying nothing to me, I ain't gonna say nothing. Now, y'all ain't talking a whole month. All it took was remove the pride and say something. You know what I'm saying? And that conversation could have stopped you from being with a whole nother woman for a month, rebuilding on your wife, rebuilding on on your husband, rebuilding on somebody that you love. But you took all this time in one person, and this one person probably, like I said, just gave you something, gave you something, like could have gave you AIDS or whatever. But you got back with your wife, y'all back happy on a vacation, smiling, and now you both got something you can't get rid of, and it hurt. So it's cool to keep your composure when you arguing or you get into it. Find out what that one thing is that's missing. That one thing that's missing, find out. If her neck ain't working on the soft spot no more, try the back. Try another spot.
Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, try another spot. You know what I'm saying? Do something to, fulfill. Yeah. Learn is one of the biggest things. That's why we on these platforms, because we're gonna teach what we know.
Facts. This is true.
So
we are. Hey, look here. We went a little over the top.
Yeah.
My man, we talked about that. Yeah, we said about 6:20, we wanted to go ahead and make it happen. Because my man, he got stuff to do. He got places to be. Yeah. So I want to make sure he on time. But real quick, okay, listen, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in this conversation. I'm gonna give some quick shout outs. Let me get some quick shout outs, okay? We got Sonny Savage, Amina Silla Baker, Shade Room, Ron Reed, Marilyn Wynn, Gregory Cash, Charles Relaford, Michael Lewis in the house. Thank you, sir, for always enlightening us with your comments and always you participating, brother. I'm telling you, I say it every show that I'm gonna call him after the show, and sometimes I have not called him yet.
Who's that? You got
this is one of my guys who he chimed in. He was listening. He gave great feedback.
Yes, he does.
I love that.
Shout out to Michael.
That's a real friend.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michael. That's
Michael Lewis is dope with this, sir. I appreciate you putting in your input, man.
Because you got some people. I don't want to cut you off because I know
you good. Go ahead.
What you doing?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so you got some people, man, sit there and watch their own friend just talk and not participate at all. Big shout out to Michael, because not that he just engaged, and he's really giving you topics. He's really going back and forth with you like he on the show. Big shout out to Michael. I don't know him, but I know if Jeff friends with you, man, I know you're a good guy.
There it is, man. There it is. So real quick, I want y'all to shout out y'all social medias, where the people can find you and everything like that. We'll start out with you, Vita, because you on the screen here.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Hey, y'all. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Ovita Ivey, Ivey. You can find me on Instagram at brownsugar19358 because I'm just that sweet. And Vita Talks on TikTok, all the other sites, Vita Talks.
I'm looking at you now. You look like some brown sugar.
Okay,
God is good.
Oh, as the people
one of my girlfriends gave me that name. I was like, what?
Because people names starting to fit their life.
Oh, like, yeah, they really do.
Brown sugar, baby. That was my song.
And my man Rich, go ahead, brother. Let them know who you are.
First, before I leave, I want to tell y'all, make sure y'all keep God first. Pray for everything that you want, everything you need. And also, if you don't need or want anything, still pray. Because it's hard for a rich man to make it in heaven. So pray and believe and just be patient, because with a little more patient, y'all have what y'all been praying for. All right, so June 13th, everybody pop out at the Forever Grateful Fashion Show / Appreciation Awards. Jeff nominated 2-time. Vita nominated 2-time. This is going to be the place to be at, hosted by Bo Deal and Sasha Gohart and Ovita. And we got Robin E. will be doing the red carpet. And we got more media going to do the red carpet. This place is going to be so phenomenal, so amazing. Big shout out to Angie A. Love. She's doing such an amazing job with the models. And we looking for vendors. And we looking for vendors, and we can take a Frumo performance and a Frumo designers.
Okay.
So if you guys interested in any of those, make sure you reach out to me on Facebook, Bornrich Love, and Bornrich 1S on Instagram. You know, I ain't Sadiddy. Hit me up. And we got VIP tables and we got regular tickets on Eventbrite. So you go on Eventbrite, get your ticket. All you got to do is show your phone that you purchased your ticket to the front door and walk in. You ain't got to say nothing to nobody else. Just get your ticket off Eventbrite, come in there and witness greatness, network, get on the red carpet, do some interviews, get to know other people, y'all. Don't be so to yourself nowadays. You know, you never know who you should be around, who God to put you around. Just be around good people and network, and you will see. Like some friends you might don't need to have no more. Y'all might just sit in the house like, I don't mess with nobody. Look, pop out June 13th, be around some good people, meet some new friends. When I start meeting new friends and new people, man, they it start hitting different. Like, you know, look, check out my guy Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Like it hit different. You know, we bring that brother love. You know what I'm saying? That brother spiritual love with one another. So if you out there and you know and you feeling like you don't want to go nowhere else, this is gonna be the event to pop out to, because you're gonna have a free mind.
You ain't lying. He ain't lying.
And then also, Rich, don't forget, Rich is an author. He has a book called Survive Through the Storm. Y'all can purchase that. And then also he has Reveal magazines. He has 7 of them, so you all can purchase those magazines. And his book is a good read. One thing he gonna tell you about is when he was 8 years old, he rolled them dice and he won $8,000. That started it all. When he was 10, he was helping put food on the table for his siblings. So you all make sure you all check that book out. It's very inspirational. And also I know Redirect, Regroup, and Refocus he has a book too. So y'all, it's a journal.
Book.
Yeah, you can journal in there.
I got to drop the book more often, y'all. I always forget that I have a book out here. How do you forget you got a book?
Because you do so many other things. I be doing the same thing.
With Jeff's book, you can write in it. He got little spots where you can put your goals and all that stuff down in there. So you all make sure you check that book out.
Yes, please do. It's called Redirect, Shifting the Mindset, Volume 1. Because we coming up with the other parts, man. I ain't forgot about it. We coming out with the other parts. We just got to have something to give to the people here, okay?
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Remember, y'all, we are here to also talk about the Forever Grateful Awards Fashion Show and Appreciation Show as well, okay? It is at 1150 North Lamont.
Yes, Lamont. You got it.
There it is. Lamont. There it is.
Sound like you got some Chicago in you now.
There it is. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I appreciate that. 1150 North Lamont in Chicago, Illinois. Y'all come out. It's hosted by Sasha Gohard and Bo Deal and Ovita. Y'all check it out. Robin E. will be doing red carpet interviews, and I'll also be doing some interviews.
Check that out.
And Jeff gonna be doing a media interview.
So I'll be doing some media coverage.
Me and Jeff.
I'm telling you, y'all, we doing big things. So y'all check out Robin E. and Pillow Talk podcast. She's doing great things.
She's doing some great things.
Great content.
And thank you, Jeff, because Jeff always invite me out to help him too. I appreciate y'all. I really do. You and Jeff. Y'all are amazing.
No problem.
Almost for sure. You amazing too.
It is. And like we said, VIP tickets and regular tickets are available.
Yeah.
Okay. We got how much out of VIP tickets?
VIP tickets is $2. Right now we're doing $250.
$250.
You bring
and it say VIP on it.
4 to 5 people in. Also, you get a free bottle of champagne, and you will see the difference of the VIP section. You came to the last event. You see how the VIP section set up, where it's blocked off and red. Like red. Not the red, what the Robin all around it, and they give you access to the media more. You get a lot more on the VIP side. And regular tickets, y'all, if you can't afford it, look, if you got 5-6 friends popping out with you, tell everybody put up $35. Y'all got a VIP table. Think smart, because y'all gonna spend $35 each ticket anyway.
Ooh.
So if you plan on coming with your, what they be calling them, the gang, frang. Now you come plan on popping out with your people, you definitely want to get you a table, get you a VIP table, especially if you bringing 5 or 6 people.
There you go.
Yes.
There it is, people. And also shout out to DJ K-Pat. I'm sorry, DJ K-Pat. I forgot to mention you. You was in the chat as well. Yes. Sorry, my sister. Yes. And listen, man, I love my people. I'm glad they was on here. Shout out to Ovita Ivey. Shout out to my brother Bornrich. And as always, man, remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. And we love y'all so very much. And peace out.
Yes.
Redirect your mind to the open lane. Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. God in your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gears, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.